What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go through part 3 for the Kpmg tax consulting internship. I'm really excited for this part because it will be mainly on calculating things. We're given a template, we have to calculate some tax, and we haven't got to do that very much in this internship, so let's get into it. So as always, when we start, we get two templates. We get this calculations resource and the actual template. I'm really excited about this internship because we actually get to do some maths and some calculations. Not in an Excel spreadsheet, but it's close enough. So the cost base for this should remain the same. So that's $20 all the way through, and capital proceeds. So I think we have to look into the description for this. I believe it was $31, but then it becomes reduced to 28, and then we have to account for a $5 debit fee, I believe. So this is where the calculation occurs. And that means we get $23. Now, we actually take that away. So, let me just write out the reasoning. So the result is actually $8. And that goes the same for all of them. Okay, great. Alright, so gross gain loss. So this is $12 negative, and that remains the same for all of them. Net tax refund per share. Now, I believe that all of those are just zeros. So not making anything. Capital loss. Okay. Current cash impact. So here, what we're doing is we're using the marginal tax rate that we find, and we're using with the capital proceeds. Oh, sorry, that's for the next. So, yeah. So that's the $8 that comes across, not 12. And for potential future cash impact is where we apply the marginal tax rate to each to the positive value of the capital gloss. So here we see some numbers. Just trying to do this quickly. Wait. right. So I hope that's close enough. Now onto the next bit. So I'm going to write out the reasoning first. Dividend equals buyback price minus debt. So this is similar to what we were doing before. So 28 minus 5. So we're going to get 23s. I'm not sure why it's red. Never mind, I'll just leave it. And then franking credits, so we're already given 10 on 7, so we're going to use that and multiply it by the cash dividend. Yep, so that's just a given there. And we should get 10 on 7 is 1 point something, 1.4-ish, 32.86, and that kind of goes across for everything, okay? Gross tax. So we're using the franking credit times the marginal rate. Sorry, that's 0.47, and then that's 0.15. So I confused the percentages, but I believe that number's right. Okay, 4.93 and 0.3 is 9.86. All right. Now, to apply the franking credit offset, we're going to use our 23, so our cash dividend minus the franking credit, and we get that. It's all the same. And this next number is we're using the gross tax minus the franking credit offset that we calculated, or actually plus that because they're negative. So adding all that up, just for consistency, I'm going to keep the brackets with the answers. Zero. Okay, I'm also just changing it to black. I think I might have stuffed something up and it started being all red. All right, so total net tax. So essentially we're going to use this number here. We're going to use this number here and this number here. So, and on to the next bit. Calculate total current net cash impact of participating in buyback. So, we're going to use our $28 and we're going to take away the calculated net tax. Should be 22. Make sure I'm doing this right in my head. 42. So we're going to keep 28 for all of them. So it's minus a negative. So that becomes 32.93. I'm just trying not to make any mistakes. And that one is 0, so just 28. Okay, so final step, we actually have to look back into our step 1. Which is our potential future cash impact. So this actually took this This was a little confusing when I first looked at the template, but what it really is this number here. So total current net cash plus the potential future cash impact, I believe. This number here. It's 2806. Same thing. 180. And what's that? 34. 73. Okay, and last one is just an additional 360. Oops. And that is 3160. Okay. So that's it. The main resources that I used was the calculating sheet to help me kind of figure out what they want, because I'm not that familiar with tax in general. I'm just saving this now as a PDF. And yeah, so I think I'll have a look at the answers, but these numbers here, I have a feeling we should round them to the closest 5 or 10 because of like it being cash. So that's it for the internship. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like this one because the first 2 tasks were mainly writing. I preferred the last task. I definitely enjoy the kind of finance calculations behind it more than actually writing out any theory. Yeah, that's it. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you next time.